mama.
Hey guys, today I'm going to walk you through step by step how I did my own lash lift or lash perm and lash tint at home. I have been absolutely loving it. I'm obsessed with it. I have worn mascara one time since I've done it, so mascara once in like maybe 6 weeks. This is the most makeup I've worn since I've done my lash lift, and all I have on is some concealer and some brows. It's summertime, it's super humid where I live, so I've been loving just getting up and not putting anything on my face and having my lashes ready to go. I'm going to show you what I did, walk you step by step through the process. I'm going to share the products that I used, and if those products are still available, I will have the exact ones listed in the description box down below. I'm going to be sharing some tips on what to do as well as what not to do because, girl, that thumbnail is not clickbait. That's real life. That really happened the first time I did this. So I've definitely learned some things that I want to share with you. Despite what I learned the first time that I did this, I am very happy with the results. Absolutely love it. For those of you that know me personally, I don't even need to state this, but if you are new to my channel and this is your first time here, first of all, welcome here. And second of all, I am in no way a professional. I'm not a certified lash tech. I'm not certified to do lash perms, lash tints. I'm just someone that vlogs their life and the things that I love, and I have really been enjoying my lash lift and tint recently, and I'm also someone that loves to save money and loves to do things myself. So if you are someone that is only comfortable with professionals providing this type of service, then I highly suggest going to a professional. You can get a lash lift and tint done by a professional for around $50 or $55 each time, and I believe that it's supposed to last about 3 weeks. The products that I personally used cost me around $28, including shipping, and they last for multiple uses, so obviously that's a lot cheaper than a professional, but once again, if you are someone that's only comfortable with going to a professional, then girl, do that. If you're someone that's interested in a lash lift and tint and want to find out how to do it yourself, whether it be to save money or just to teach yourself a new skill, then I'm going to walk you through exactly what I did the second time around, give you those tips and tricks that I learned. If you are someone that doesn't like to wear makeup or you like to wear very minimal makeup but you want to draw some attention to your eyes, I really think you're going to love this. I've been really satisfied with it, so I'm going to show you exactly what I did. Both of the products that I used for this process I purchased on Amazon. I will say that it took quite a bit to get here. Quite a bit. I believe the lash tint was from the UK, and the other thing said US seller, but girl, it took weeks to get here. So if you're in a hurry to get these, then I would definitely order a different one or order way in advance. The lash tint that I purchased was by Swiss Opar, and I purchased mine in black, and it's their eyelash and brow dye kit. It looks just like this, and I got the shade black. If you want more of a natural look, you can go with the brown, but I went with the black because I wanted it to look like I was wearing mascara even when I wasn't, because girl, it's the best thing ever to get up and be like ready to go. And it's just your natural lashes. It hasn't damaged my lashes at all. I'm obsessed. For the actual eyelash perm or lift kit, this is the one that I purchased. When you open it up, it looks just like this. It has everything that you need inside, and then on the back it has all of the instructions. So the first time that I did this, I actually did it twice in a row because after the first application, I just wasn't happy with the results. I didn't feel like it did that much. I don't think I left it on long enough. I just kind of followed step by step what the directions said, and it just didn't give me the results that I had hoped for. So then I just repeated it and left everything on for about 30 minutes, I think. And I believe the instructions say to leave things on for about 15 minutes according to the thickness of your lashes and all of that. So it was safe to leave it on 30 minutes. I was totally fine. The second time that I did my lashes was just over a week ago, and I did the exact same thing. I left it on for about 30 minutes, but I only did the process once the second time through because leaving it on for longer did give me better results. In the kit, it comes with some lash glue. It has these little rubber things that are sized small, medium, and large. Then it has the curling rods up here, and then it has each of the steps, and it tells you exactly what each step is, exactly what it does, and all of that. So it's very easy to follow. I was very pleased with the instructions. I thought it was super, super simple. The first time through, like I said, I didn't have the best experience. My eyelids did get very, very swollen, but I will tell you, one, I have really sensitive skin, and two, I'm sure I rubbed my eyelids raw. The first time I used it, I actually curled my lashes over these little pink rubbery things. I used the medium one. It took me forever to get these little guys glued to my eyes. So they do have some that are self-adhesive already, and I thought that that's what this was because most of the videos that I've watched and most of the kits that I've seen include these, and this is what you put on your eyelid and curl the lashes over. However, I don't believe that's the case in this specific kit, or if it is, I do not know how you're supposed to get these attached to your eyelids, because that is why my eyelids got very, very swollen the first time that I did it. First, it took me probably at least a half an hour, maybe an hour, to get these to actually stick to my eyelids. And I used the glue that is included in this kit. The purpose of this glue is to actually glue your lashes to the rod if they're not sticking well enough. And of course with the rubber one, they don't stick at all because it's not sticky. So the first time I glued my eyelashes directly to the rod and glued this rod directly to my eye. So that's where I went wrong. This is not meant to be placed on your skin. This is not meant to be placed on your eyelid. Don't do it. That's exactly what caused my eyelids to swell, was the glue, and then just messing with it for so long trying to get it to stick, and then afterwards rubbing my eyes trying to get the glue off. It was a hot mess. It was a hot mess. So don't do that. Second time through, I used just a regular white lash glue like you would use for strip lashes. I had no better luck. I tried to tape these on, all of that. It was a mess. I was super frustrated because I was like, how in the world are these things supposed to stick to your eye when they're rubber and they're not sticking on either side? That, my friend, is when I learned that these little guys right here are perm rods. They are very, very sticky. As you can see when I try to open this, they're like incredibly sticky, so they stick easily to your lid, and then your lashes stick easily to them as well. Those are the things that I learned. I've definitely learned stuff both times, so just don't do what I did. Just use the actual perming rods. Now I've told you, now you know. So let's jump into the actual application. So I started by just taking the sticky perm rods and sticking them right to my eyelid. You want to try to get this as close to your lash line as possible. And I used this little plastic tool that came in the perming kit to just kind of hold down my lashes while I was sticking the rods on, just so they didn't get stuck underneath the rod, because it is very sticky. And if the lashes aren't on top of the rod, then they won't get permed. So you'll have some permed, some not permed. Then I took that same tool and just kind of pulled out the ones that did get stuck under the rod, because that will happen. And I just made sure that all of my lashes were stuck to the top of the rod. Then I'm taking this little brush that actually came in the lash tint kit, and I'm just brushing this through my lashes to make sure that all of my lashes are stuck really well to the rod and that all of my lashes are spread out. They're not all clumped up, because how you place your lashes on the rod is how they will perm and how they will stay. So make sure that you spread your lashes, get them in the shape that you want and all of that before you start applying the solutions. Then I'm taking the first application. This is the curling agent. This is what makes your lashes curl. So I'm taking that on a Q-tip and just making sure that my lashes are coated from root to tip really well in this pink solution. And I left this on my lashes for 30 minutes, and then I went in with the second application, which is the fixative, and this is what holds your curly eyelashes in position. So I just did the exact same thing. I took it on a Q-tip and then made sure that it was applied well and evenly over my lashes from root to tip. And once I had that applied evenly over all of my lashes, I left it on for 30 minutes. Next, I took the third application, which is the nutritive liquid. It enriches, repairs, protects, and moisturizes your eyelashes. So I just took this on a Q-tip as well and just did the exact same thing, made sure that it was applied to all of my lashes evenly from root to end. And I only left this one on for 5 minutes. So if you are just doing a lash lift or lash perm, you will not wipe this off. You will actually go in with the fourth application, which is the glue remover, to get all of the adhesive off of the rods and your eyelashes off of it. But since I'm doing a tint as well, I'm going in with the lash tint while my lashes are still stuck to the rod. It was just easier for me this way. So you take step number 1, and I just put that all over a Q-tip, and then same thing as all the rest of the applications. I just brush that from root to tip on all of my lashes, and this won't show up right away. It doesn't show up until you apply the second step, so just be mindful of that, and try to not get this anywhere else on your skin because it does stain. So this says to leave it on for a minute, but I've actually left it on for 3 minutes every time that I've done it. The longer you leave it on, the blacker your lashes get. And then after the 3 minutes, you go in with step 2. I just took step 2 on a Q-tip again, and you can see that anywhere you place that first application is showing up extremely black once you apply step 2. So this is what actually makes your lashes super black. So just make sure that you go over all of your lashes evenly so that all of your lashes are nice and black. You don't have to do the lash tint while your lashes are still attached to the rods. The first time I did it, I tinted my lashes after I was completely finished with all of the lash perm, but this was just super easy to go ahead and do it while all of my lashes were still stuck to the rod, because then I could make sure that they're all getting coated evenly and that they're all gonna be super black. Then I'm going in with the 4th application, which is the glue remover, and this just helps to remove all of the adhesive off of the rod so that you can easily get your eyelashes off without them being like pulled out, and you can also remove the rod from your eye very easily. So this is what they look like once all of your steps are finished. You can see that that glue remover really helps your lashes to pull away from that rod so that when you pull the rod off of your eyelid, you're not pulling out any of your lashes. So the first time that I did this, I actually did it twice in a row, and I do think that that gave me better, more drastic results than just the one time, but it definitely helps to leave the product on your eyes longer than the box says. The 30 minutes made such a huge difference compared to the first time I did it, but I will say that I did have the best results doing it twice in a row. So you could either do it twice if you weren't happy with the results, or you could just leave it on a little bit longer and you'd probably get the same results. But once I was finished, I just took an eye makeup remover and just gently wiped that over my lid and my lashes to make sure that all of the products were wiped away. Once I was completely finished, I took that little brush again and just brushed through my lashes to make sure that none of them were clumped together. I do like to brush through them at least once a day, every single day. I have noticed that as you get to about week 3 and probably beyond that, they can get a little wonky, a little scattered around, but it definitely helps to brush your lashes every day. I think that brushing them really helps to keep my lashes looking the best that they can. This is my before picture. This is the after picture the first time that I did it, when I did it twice right in a row. And then this is my after picture this time. So that is how I did my own lash lift and lash tint. Just keep in mind that just because it worked out for me does not necessarily mean that it's going to work out for you. Everyone's skin is different. Everybody's skin reacts differently to different chemicals, different products. So just know that going into it, you might not have the exact results that I did. Just proceed with caution if you decide to try this out. If you're just super uncomfortable with it, just go to a professional, get it done. That'll be easier on you, less stress, less worry. And if you do decide to do your own, please let me know in the comments how it turned out. I hope you love it as much as I do. I'm obsessed with it. I'm going to continue to do it because I think it's beautiful, it's effortless, it's perfect for summer when you don't want to put a lot of makeup on but you want to draw some attention to your eyes. I love it. This is one of my favorite things that I've done in a really long time. I hope that if you try it, that you enjoy it as much as I do. If you know someone that would love this video, please share it with them, and remember, you are beautiful, you're a blessing, and I am so thankful for you. Bye. And of course I got leggings because I love buying workout leggings. Marshall's always has really good prices on them. Like these